Before you marry, a lesson from Bill Gates. When Bill Gates was a young man, long before he became the richest person in the world, people often asked him about marriage. Some of his friends rushed into relationships, while others dreamed of starting families as soon as possible. Bill, however, had a very different mindset. He believed that before you marry, you must first prepare yourself, your character, your vision, and your purpose. During his early years at Harvard, Bill was not thinking about romance or rushing to settle down. Instead, he was thinking about problems bigger than himself. He spent long nights in the computer lab, working on ideas that later became Microsoft. When friends teased him about not being in a relationship, he smiled and said, "If I cannot lead my own life with discipline, how can I lead a family?" This simple thought became one of his strongest life lessons. Marriage is not about age or pressure, it's about responsibility. Before you marry, you must ask yourself, am I ready to add value to another person's life? Years later, when Bill had already built Microsoft into a giant company, he finally thought about marriage. But even then, he did not make the decision lightly. He asked himself, do I have the emotional maturity to balance work and family? Can I provide time, not just money, to the person I marry? Am I prepared to continue growing as a partner, not just as a businessman? Bill understood that love is not enough commitment. Patience and responsibility are just as important. He believed that before marriage, a person should first build their identity. A strong marriage needs two strong individuals, not two empty people searching for completion. When he married Melinda in 1994, it was not just a wedding, it was a decision made after years of preparation. By then, he had developed not only his career, but also the maturity to respect, listen, and share his life with another person. Looking back, Bill once shared that one of the keys to a successful marriage is to choose your life partner carefully. The decision will influence 90% of your happiness and future. But equally important, he said, is to prepare yourself before you marry. Don't expect your partner to fix your flaws or fill your gaps. Work on yourself first, so that marriage becomes a partnership of strength rather than a struggle of weaknesses. So what does Bill Gates' story teach us? Before you marry, focus on becoming the best version of yourself. Build your vision, discipline, and character. Success in marriage does not begin at the wedding. It begins with who you are as an individual. Remember, marriage is not the start of your journey. It is a continuation. If you prepare yourself well before you marry, your relationship will not just survive, it will thrive. Moral: before you marry, build your character, your vision, and your strength. You will create a strong marriage.